G'day everybody, welcome back to Valheim. Hope you guys are doing well. And as you can see in the previous episode, we finished up the episode right near this bridge that we found not so long ago in the, let's call this the new Mistlands continent that we've arrived in. We are trying to work our way back to the boat because we are going to sail to the location of the Queen. Hopefully in this episode we can actually get ourselves close to that location and actually board the boat, hopefully. But I'm sort of here because, well, we're thinking about trying to break down this entire bridge just to gather up some more resources, particularly iron, because I have a feeling that we're going to need iron quite heavily when we eventually decide to upgrade various weapons. I know we've got various things that are already at level 3, which is the max at the moment. Didn't really see anything else that would increase our ability to upgrade further, but there's other weapons that we could upgrade, like the Demolisher, so I'm keen on obviously giving that a go as well. It is getting a bit dark, so tiny bit worried about that, so I might actually just quickly make our way back home and have a sleep, maybe also have some tea and you know, replenish our HP and all that sort of stuff. I don't want to be caught off guard while we're out here doing our excavating and mining. So yeah, we'll play it safe. So I think I'll have a roast chook this time. And yeah, let's have a sleep. The Mistlands house is coming along quite nicely as well, although we haven't really started with the roof. We've just sort of planned for the sides of it, and I think that was the right move. Hopefully the roof that we can construct off of it will actually look quite nice. But yeah, I'm sure it's going to bring a whole set of its own challenges. Just taking a look here, I think this is off, so let's just drop in some more wood there. We do have a little bit, that's fine. So now we should be able to get a little bit of extra comfort there. 24 minutes, very good. There's the matter of replacing all of the lights with the Verger lamps, so obviously that's a project in of itself, which we definitely need to look into further. Anyway, just gonna focus on one task though, at least in this episode, which is breaking down this bridge and seeing how we go on that front. Now, we have been trying to make some more copper because, well, essentially, we need that to make ourselves a forge as well. So without it, we're not going to be able to make ourselves, or sorry, break down the metal. So normal forge. All right, we need a few things, including coal and stuff, which I didn't count on. Copper is probably the most difficult thing. So we need 6 copper. Did we not get... Oh, actually, sorry. We did leave some of our copper up here. And then I need to grab some stone, which I can't remember if we've got some stone sitting somewhere else, which I could just simply grab, or is there a place I can source some stone? Let's just chuck that there for a second. We also need a little bit of extra wood, and some coal, so we may as well go and fetch that. I have a feeling we might have some extra coal sitting around in the smelting room. Oh, there's a pile of stone right here. That's good. Just grab that. And I don't want to bring all of it though. So I think we just needed like, what, 4 was it? Yeah, 4 stone. Alright, so I'll throw the rest here. And just need 4 lumps of coal as well. 10 wood. Wood might be a problem. Or we might actually have some wood sitting at the Mistlands base. But I'll quickly check our storage just in case we don't have any here. Yeah, okay. We'll check the Mistlands base. Anything else we need that we can grab from here? I don't think so. Got enough of the copper sitting out there already. Oh, and we've got a little bit of extra stone right there. Anyway, that's fine. So 10 wood, if I'm not mistaken. So let's just release that many. And yeah, this should let us make that forge. I'm gonna try and build the forge close to the bridge. And yeah, as I mentioned in the previous episode, it's gotta be a little bit tricky here because I'm concerned about a lot of the stuff simply, you know, crumbling into the water, which is probably a valid concern. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to actually retrieve a lot of the stuff when it comes crumbling down, you know? So I wonder if it's better if we do work on this thing from the top. Which I think I was sort of contemplating before. We need the copper. So we've got some extra. Just going to leave what we don't need for now. Yeah, weight is also a bit of a problem because we've just got so much fog to try and clear up. We definitely need the wisp light doing its thing. Marble, I'm not too concerned about having much marble at all. But yeah, let's see if we can actually do what we need to do around these parts and break this place down. Okay, it's not close enough. Oh, actually, here we go. So a little bit further this way would actually help, but I might actually move it. Okay. Let's see how we go here. I could also, you know, set it up this way as well to work on the the side that's actually connected to the mountain, but we'll come back to that. Because whole place is crumbling down as a result. But yeah, the reason why I'm doing it from the top is I just don't want to lose out on any of the iron. So we'll be extra careful not to let the iron drop. Or if it is going to drop, then, you know, we'll just make sure that it drops in shallow waters. And not sure if we'll find any more iron down there. Okay, bit precarious, isn't it? I mean, we can float down anyway. So that's not going to be too much of an issue if we do drop down. But yeah, let's just work on this pillar here. And I think maybe it's just the center area here that will have a little bit of extra iron to gather. Can we pick up one more? Looks like it. Well, how about another? Yeah, okay. Good. And I think we're gonna get, like, some copper out of this as well. I don't know if I really want it, but I suppose it might not be a bad thing to have. Right. Okay, so I think what I'll do is, I mean, I wish I had like a little bit of extra wood and I could just make a chest here, and I feel like that would be a little bit more secure. But I suppose I don't need to do that right now. When we go back to avoid the night, I'll actually pick up some extra wood, and then we'll make ourselves a chest. We're going to need to do several trips though, between our boat and all of our stuff. So there's that. Oh, okay. Well, that failed. I get rid of that. Can I jump in there? I don't think so. Apologies, guys, if you can hear some noises in the background there. As my neighbors decided that this is the perfect time to start mowing. Or blowing leaves or whatever. So, yeah. Not entirely happy about that, but... oh well. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if that's recoverable down there. At least there haven't really been, like, you know, seekers and stuff around here that we had to deal with. So I'm happy that we haven't had an issue with securing the place, that's it. And we can simply do what we need to do here. Okay, yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I can recover all of that iron, but we'll try. I think it really depends on whether or not we can stand here. Seems a little bit difficult. It is a little bit risky at the moment as well, since we should really be eating. There we go. We covered a couple more. Okay, but there's some stuff down there that I don't think we can reach. I'm just gonna do one more dive. So, I guess the problem with using this cape is that if you needed to dive a little bit further down, you can't actually do that because it slows your momentum down. Let's try now. Yeah, nah. Alright, we'll leave those pieces of iron there. I'm okay with not getting absolutely everything. So we'll throw these. And yeah, we'll continue working. Although I am worried about our food situation now, so we may as well go back and sort that out. And we'll grab the extra wood at the same time. We'll go with bread and... we haven't really dealt with enemies, so I'm going to maybe eat some stuff that isn't going to be the best, but should keep us alive in emergency situations. Let's go here. We'll pick up another, I think it's 10 wood for a simple chest. Yeah. So let me just let go of what we don't need. Alright. Let's head back down there. Set up this chest. It's probably going to be dark soon, so we might need to think about just going home to have another sleep, but we'll do that in a moment. Throw all of this in there. Yeah, I think there's maybe a little bit of time that we can work with here to break things down. Yeah, if we weren't dealing with water down there, I would have probably just taken out the support beams and be done with it. But yeah, I need to be a little bit extra careful here to recover some of the iron. So, yeah, that's the reason why I'm not doing that. Let me just make sure that we're stood in a decent spot. Oh no! It's alright, not the end of the world. Okay, so the iron's just going to be right in the center here, right? So we may as well just stick to working on the iron on the center, and I think we should be okay. Don't need to worry about, you know, working on any other part of the pillar, I don't think. It is, again, getting dark, so let's actually go back home and we'll have a sleep. Throw that in there. We don't want that though. So yeah, we can actually recover quite a lot of iron from all of the bridges, which is a really good thing. Another source of iron is always nice. One thing that I do want to fix up is our hammer. Might not be a bad idea to fix up all of our other gear as well. Right. Right, let's have another sleep. Gonna need to think about cooking again soon. Feel like we're running a little bit low on some of our good foods. Okay. Back straight to it, I think, so don't need to do anything here. Yeah, so I was sort of thinking that, sure, we do have the goal of making it to the Queen, but I think it'll be a while until that happens, because, well, after doing all of this work, there is, in fact, the need to go back home and actually deliver all of the iron that we've recovered, right? So we definitely need to do that. Okay. Can I recover everything by standing beneath all of this? I sure hope so. How's that still standing? Okay. Good. Good, good, good. We may not have recovered everything, and maybe there's some stuff that's in the water, but... I wish there was a way, like a quality of life improvement. I'm sure there's a mod for it, but I wish there was a way to, you know, choose what to pick up, or like have a mode where the guy is picking up a specific type of thing, or a specific category, for example, of items. So, for example, you can tell the character that you only want to pick up metals, for example. And that would actually really, really improve things, because you would essentially not have to, you know, like constantly go into your inventory to let go of stones or marble or whatever it is that you don't exactly need. Alright, so I don't think I need the smelter anymore. I'm gonna get rid of that. And yes, we've got a little bit of material here from it. I will stash that for the time being in here. We are going to probably need more storage for more iron though. But yeah, I need to move all of this stuff. And we need to move it up there. The chest can stay. But yeah, I'm thinking what we want to do is just flatten this area out a little bit. And now we should be able to get everything in. I do hear a seeker soldier down there stomping around, I feel. I'm a little bit worried about it getting to our chest. Alright. Let's continue with this work. Yeah, I had to catch those mid-air. Oh no. Okay. Okay, we should be able to just stand here now. Very good. Nice. Did we get every single metal bar? I think we may have. So I don't know if we should be digging into the soil here to find more. I feel like the bridge could have spawned into the side of the mountain, and therefore perhaps maybe there is an argument to dig a tiny bit. I mean, there's a little bit more right there. Yeah, so after all of this, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about whether or not this is, you know, truly an efficient way to get some more iron. Alternatively, we would be going into swamps and trying to get iron there, which, you know, can take a bit of time as well. Plus, the stuff that we get there is in scrap form, so we would have to smelt it. Not that smelting takes too much time anyway, but still. Yeah, there's definitely a little bit more in here. I don't know how desperate I am to get all of it. I think the answer is no, I'm not that desperate, so I'm going to start planning for a whole delivery session. Gotta get all this stuff back to the ship. So let's throw that there, and I think there's a little bit more. So the concern I have is that we're going to have to be doing some toing and froing, and it might actually be a very long process because I need the Wisp Light instead of Meganjord. Unless I want to risk, you know, not using the Wisp Light, which I could do as well. I suppose it might not be so bad. Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place down that over there, just so that we can prevent any enemies from spawning in the area. Obviously still wander in, but going to put some of the ingredients that we have away. That way we should have the maximum amount of weight to hopefully use carrying stuff. I am going to fetch a omelet, because I feel like we're probably going to need that very soon. Food-wise, I am going to eat something really good. Because, yeah, who knows, we might actually encounter some enemies that we might have to take out. But yeah, well, let's start the process of delivering some of this stuff. Hopefully we can do it efficiently. Certainly cores. Got some extra coal. I'll put the extra coal away. That can go there. And we've got some more stone, which I think I'm just going to combine here and stack. And then I'll throw the rest there. Ooh. I might want to bring one more batch of food. Okay, so this might be a bit of a challenge. But I think I am going to maybe take off Wisp Light and we'll risk it a little bit. But what I'm gonna do is just... Yeah, actually we do have the bridge marked down already, so it's not like we're going to need another thing to mark down where it is. Oh my god, alright. Our portal is way too far. I wonder, actually, I'm just thinking, it might be a good idea to set up another portal. That way we can get back here pretty quickly. Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea. We'll grab another set of ingredients for another portal. And that way we can actually teleport back to the resources and then do the run. I think that's going to be the most efficient thing. So, bear with me, guys. Grab portal ingredients. 2 cores, 20 fine wood. And Great Dwarf Eyes. I think we have a few. There we go. And we do need a workbench as well. So I can't recall if we have a bench set up near the ship, but I don't want to risk it. So we've got everything we need. We'll quickly teleport there. I'm just thinking, sorry, that it might be a good idea for us to also have a way to get back home very, very quickly. So I'm just going to quickly rename this one to, let's say, Mistlands 2. This one is okay as it is for now. And what I'll do is I'll come back down here. We'll set up that. Hang on. I'm getting a little bit confused here, guys. This one's Mistlands 2. That one... Yeah, okay. It's gonna connect. So I need the other one to not be connected to either of these. So I think I'll just go Alright, so this one I'll actually unname it. And that should now connect here. And yeah, we'll bring this. Actually, we'll bring the other one. Because this is much closer to all of the stuff that we need. So let's see if we can actually carry a decent amount of this stuff. And yes, I am not going to use the Wisp Light. It's a bit risky. Actually, I don't need that. And yeah, okay. That seems like a good amount. Ah. Oh. Sorry, guys. I need to actually grab the other portal ingredients. And bloody hell. Let me just do that. Grab everything. Oh no. Okay. Let's throw one more here. Okay. Alright, so... Is it late again? God damn. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Actually, there is a plains area nearby, right? I think what I might do is actually go through the plains instead of sticking around in the Mistlands. We can survive the plains a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's a good strategy. Okay. We could die from Loxes. Let's try not to, though. Ah, yes. Alright, very good. We could die from mosquitoes. Right. Let's throw everything in. Goodness me. Right. But I think we're sort of set up for success here, hopefully. Okay, I was stressing out for a second there. I did misspell. Right. And since it's night, I'm gonna sleep. And we'll work immediately at the crack of dawn. We'll probably do also want to eat a little bit. Alright, let's glide down there. Brilliant. Okay, so let's just get rid of that. We'll eat. And we'll go through, we'll grab as much stuff as we can. I think I might start with some of the stuff that's sitting up here, the top of the hill. Okay, right, so... yeah, that's decent. Yeah, that looks like a good amount. Alright, let's make our way. And again, I'll do the same thing here. We'll go through the Mistlands. Sorry, not Mistlands. We'll go through the plains. So I have to say, guys, that the Mistlands has been very, very interesting so far. I would have to say that it's hasn't been similar, or hasn't been a similar experience to when we went to the mountains for the first time. And I know I really hated the mountains because perhaps maybe I wasn't prepared enough or something, or yeah, I don't know. Those damn wolves, I still hate them even today. But the Mistlands hasn't been that bad. Yes, the Seekers are tough, but I think perhaps maybe I also learned a lot of my lessons from the experience in the mountains, and I'm just so much more cautious now about how I approach the Mistlands as a result. We might have to take out these Loxes. Ow. Alright, almost died. Just another day in Valheim. Alright, good. I probably don't need all of the Lox stuff. I mean, I've already picked up a few, but that's fine. I can throw in some of that stuff here as well. I just don't want to have to carry it, you know? Okay, next batch. Looks good enough. Let's do it. I don't have another potion on me though, so, you know, that could be a problem. Though, I guess maybe those Loxes won't exactly respawn for a while now. And so I might be able to just get away with not having to grab another potion. I would prefer not having to face off against any Seekers. Alright, we got actually a decent number of iron bars, didn't we? I'm actually pretty happy with that. Right, and with space to spare, which means that I can actually break that down. I can grab our spare portal. I can grab all of our wood as well, and we can actually just go home. Well, not home. Go to the boat. The boat may very well be our home away from home, you know. Let's just hang around a tiny little bit here, just recover our stamina. Let's make that jump. Oh, of course. Of course. I did see a lantern there, so there might actually be a fort or something nearby. Let's grab all of that stuff there. Okay, so we'll throw that in. Everything else, I think I can just bring with me through the teleporter right now. Now I do want to sort of fix up our teleporters as well, so that's obviously unconnected, and that's fine, but I'm gonna reconnect that to our home base. So yeah, let's just do that, make sure that's connected. Yeah, sweet. Okay, cool. So, and now this can simply go back to the Mistlands. If I can spell correctly. We'll throw more locksmeat in there. We've got some stones. And a few bits and pieces for the silo. Let me just throw these things in. No space there. Okay, we'll start another stack. Alright, goodness me. So, I'm getting rid of that. And getting rid of this as well. Grab the rest of the wood there. And I think we're ready to sail. Ow. Once I get rid of this pesky mosquito. Right. So from here, I sort of need to decide what to do, but I am definitely going to sail my way back. That's for sure. I might want to visit some of the sunken crypts. The reason why I say that is because, well, if we're on the way home, we may as well load up the boat with more, right? So we could have a quick sunken crypt session. Yeah, we can compare our efforts there. I still think perhaps maybe going to the sunken crypts is maybe easier, rather than trying to break down, you know, bridges. I haven't seen bridges that are near the coast either, so, you know, that's another consideration. But yeah, anyway, let's head out. And I'm gonna go back here where we've already found all of those sunken crypts. I'll get rid of that. One thing that we're going to start needing to think about is whether or not we will need motor powers. I think it might be a good idea for us to fetch soonish. Oh, okay. Apparently, something's in the way here. Why are we still going backwards? Alright. Bit frustrating. Yeah, there almost seems to be some of that fog from the Mistlands all the way out here near the plains. And near the swamps as well. I feel like I might need to get out that way. And I think this is probably not Mistlands fog. This is normal fog, potentially. Anyway, we're out, I think. would like a little bit of extra food, but I guess I don't really desperately need it. Okay, off we go. Now we do have a swamp portal over here as well, which is nice. Means we can probably connect that portal to our home rather than having to fuss about with the unnamed portal. I mean, we're still going to need the unnamed portal to begin with, though. Right. Yeah, the wind is definitely not in our favor. So we're going to have to sort that out when we come back in the next episode. But I reckon we might actually call the episode here, guys. Let's just try not to beach ourselves here as I do the outro to this video. Anyway, guys, I think this has been pretty productive. A little bit slow in the, I guess, entertainment front, because we didn't really do too much aside from getting a whole bunch of iron. But I think it was necessary for the destroyer. Plus, also, I want to check out Crom sometime soon. So hopefully we'll have enough iron for both of those things. And when we come back, we'll explore around the swamps a little bit more. Try to get some more iron, load up the ship, and then we'll be heading home. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave that like if you enjoyed the video. Otherwise, get in touch. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.